So we had in the pre-discussion a short discussion around the things that happen, at least in your home country, that happen with COVID and all the pressure that this puts on many of us.
Yeah.
So the question that arose was, what is the good that we can see in that? And what does it help us to see that otherwise we might not be able to see, or that would not reveal to us?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll try to answer it without giving you an answer, but with giving some ways, one can say, of looking at it, exploring it, being in it, which is very important. How to be in it. First, it needs acceptance and surrender, and that has to do with something that we don't have and we need to grow, which is called belief. So first I will assert something which is difficult to accept. There's nothing which is deemed to be, and everything is so, deemed to be an intervention of high powers, which is to worsen or to bring down anything that does not promote the evolvement and evolution of human spirit. So this is the premise of looking at it. Now, not being able to see it is the shortcome, first, of our belief, second, of our sight. Walking in it, seeing people, I'm going to be very graphic, people dying, people losing their job, people being so lonely. Is it all this, or our health system, our priority? Nothing is new. It's just exposing, it's just revealing everything that was wrong in the structure and fabric of our society, inside our priority. It just open the screen. Well, what do you mean, what we can see? We can see everything that we decided from a very hedonistic, egocentric, power-driven morality, I would say. We cannot not see it now. It's there. So the question is, what we're going to do about it? Because we see it. So the position of asking why it is happening, what we see, this is why it is happening. Because of what we see now, because of the priority, because of so a person would say, but I'm not part of it. My life does not evolve around gathering more power, gathering more influence, controlling others. Is it? In the personal, in the very personal realms and nooks and crannies of ourselves, we're driven by the will to receive to oneself. One can say, in some people, truly, masterfully disguised, in others, more open. Okay. So the question is to oneself. So I'm saying what we are not seeing at our time, in what is happening, the love of the higher to us, the care for us, and that which we need to see, that what we are seeing is a very lucid mirror of ourself, of the state of ourself, of our preferences as people, as nations, as the way we think about. Can you imagine what will happen if one country will discover whether it will be a medicine or the vaccine for COVID? Who will get it? Everyone, or those who actually have more influence, control, and money? So can be. I think it was given to us in grace. When I find myself having anger, when anger arises in me towards myself and human being, nor me nor you, we will not be so merciful. We won't be so merciful. So I don't think it's a punishment either. It's not a punishment for misconduct. It's help. It's to help us realize how we actually wish to see the priorities in our life, how we wish to see the other, and really how we wish to see the Creator. Do we at all consider or able to feel its intention, his intention? Do we make an effort to feel it so? To be able to say, even to have a quest in oneself. Please make me able to see that you care for humanity, so I'll be able to be a partner to your care. And you could see that many acts of loving kindness are being awakened in people towards other people. But it's very conditioned. It's like Israel in time of war, for 5 days, 6 days, we can hold it. So it needs to be, it needs to be. It's not, we don't have enough time to drag the choice. In a way, it's like Rosh Hashanah. We have to make decisions and to be responsible for know how we are going to change, how we actually want to see it, and the effort that we're willing to invest in it. It means that we see COVID because there is a new light coming and our vessel is not able to perceive it. So it turns in us as a dis-ease, and this is with a new level of light that is entering the human consciousness. It was not meant to be dis-ease. It was meant to be an uplifting power, okay? So we see it topsy-turvy, absolutely. We see it upside down. Okay. So we need, this is the first extension of the light. And if we see that This is how we are able to receive it, but then you have to understand the language of the light trying to extend itself, the vessel not able to receive it. Then, as usually, humanity is complaining about the light and not complaining about the inadequacy of the vessel. So the deep and high importance of studying Kabbalah at this time is the willingness to readdress our vessel and to reform it to the light coming in. From the beginning, mi bereshit. Okay? So it's a bell, it's an awakening. Hey, look, you're not ready. Be ready. And you're not ready it's in small. We already, as human, we all have the memory of the deluge. What is the deluge? If we're speaking about the book of Bereshit, is God descending, the light descending. How it was interpreted? Deluge. It was they were covered by it. They were drowned by it. So there is a promise that it will never be full blast with full power. So it appears as COVID. It's calling for update. Humanity cannot continue with its perception about itself, about the other, and about the creator as there was some sort of a parenthesis or time that it was possible. It's not possible now. Okay. And that is, so when we study and we forget why we study, and not forget why we study personally, but we forget the big picture. The big picture is smart enough to remind us that when we come even today to study how to approach Zohar, is actually how to approach our life and how to approach the Creator, how to reform our vessel of perception and feeling. Because vessel, the definition of a vessel is the ability to sense, the ability to feel. But we're so self-concentrated, we thought that the vessel is to do with to feel ourselves. No, the vessel is to be able to feel the light.